Hello, this is Reverend Dore Jacques Patlian from the Awakened Heart Center for Spiritual Living in Sarasota, Florida, teaching the philosophy of the science of mind from Sarasota, Florida. Today, Losing the Blues, Rule 3. This is a Reverend Dore soundbite, short and sweet. This is the third and final post on losing the blues. Let's review just a little bit. The first rule was to tell the truth about how you got the blues in the first place. What happened, who caused it. Since we create our lives with our thoughts, attitudes, words, and choices, the answer is always us. We did it. The condition that your condition is in is a direct result of your thinking, words you spoke, or actions you took or failed to take. The second rule of losing the blues is to get off the couch and get busy. When we're depressed, we want to hibernate, sleep till noon, eat a quart of Ben & Jerry's, Chunky Monkey, or Cherry Garcia, and just wallow in our misery. You know, if we do that, that starts a downward spiral that may well end up in clinical depression, and that means you get to be Big Pharma's best customer and take all kinds of things like Abilify and Zantac and all that. And you will not lose the blues, but just sedate yourself into la-la land. Exercise. Get your hands in the soil. Go out and garden. Walk on the beach or through the woods. Get in the gym. That's the best thing. Get busy. Now, rule number 3 of losing the blues, which is today's subject. You know, I believe that much of depression and the blues is really a symptom of you not loving you. In the words of Kebmo, one of America's greatest blues singers today, if nobody loves you and you're feeling like dust on an empty shelf, just remember you can love yourself. Yes, contrary to what your Sunday school teacher may have taught you, loving yourself is vital to a healthy mind and a good life. Self-loathing seems to be an epidemic today in our country, and I think it might be because many of us believe that life happens to us and it's a mystery. Well, if stuff is coming at you and it's a mystery as to why, I'd get the blues too. Now, you know, that's 180 degrees wrong in my view, and in the view of such great teachers as Jesus the Christ. As a man thinks, so he is. And it is done unto you as you believe. In other words, it is what you think it is. He didn't say stuff happens. Life doesn't happen to you. You happen to life. I'm going to say that again. Life doesn't happen to you. You happen to life. Here is the eternal truth that's been pressed down or passed down from the philosophy of Plato to original Christianity. That would be the teaching of Christ before we got into the church and the codification of everything, to modern existentialism, and on and on. You're the motive force of your life. You're the driving wheel. You are the only person that's been present every second of your life, and therefore you own this life. It's yours. With your thoughts, attitudes, words, and the choices that you made or failed to make, you create your life experience every hour and every day of your life. Your life is in constant creation, and you're the creator. There is no blame here, just self-responsibility, which is the hallmark of an adult. Any of you who are parents, if your child comes up to you and says, "Yeah, Mommy, I did it. It's my fault. It's my responsibility." Bingo. That's a great kid, and you've got a young adult there. Forgive yourself. So many of us just can't forgive ourselves for the stuff we might have done. God already has. You're not a surprise to God. He knows every cell of you because He is in you, and you live and move and have your being in Him. He's known you for all eternity. You see, you're a spiritual being having a short visit here on earth, and you're not an accident, a mistake, or defective. I love it when people say they're defective. God doesn't make junk. You are literally made from the very body of God. You're a child of the universe. You know, Carl Sagan really popularized science, and particularly astronomy, and he said we're all made of star stuff. Isn't that a great thing? We're all made of star stuff. If God can love you, surely you can love you. I'm going to give you a little tip here. The moment you say this phrase, "I am a living expression of the Most High God, and I know that God lives and moves within me, that I am one with the infinite mind of God, At that moment, you will be free if you can believe it. And believe it because it's the truth. That is the real meaning of salvation. And that's not a word I ever use, but a lot of people understand it, so I'll use it this time. Not about blood sacrifice and somebody hanging on a cross for us. It's about the recognition that we all have eternal life because we're eternal beings. And it's the recognition that we're magnificent, that we're a creation of the Lord of the universe. Know that God does his or her work through each of us. That's the key to losing the blues forever. Until we're together again, richest blessings to you and all those you love. This is Reverend Ray Jacques Patlian from the Awakened Heart Center for Spiritual Living in Sarasota, Florida, saying so long for now. You want more information on the perennial philosophy or religious science? Log on to csl.org. That's csl.org. Bye-bye.
You can love yourself.